Rise of Industry, what to do. So I'm going to show you how to play Rise of Industry. This is my map, and this is in the sandbox mode. First thing I did is right here. This is one of every product manufactured. We'll try to zoom in on it as much as possible. It kind of looks like that. And it's difficult to find products. It's not the best way to do it. What I recommend is something more like this, where you have, I'm going to get the icons up. Here's the icons. These are paper mills. So you can see that they have the pulp over here, the cardboard boxes, punch cards, newspapers and books, etc., with a warehouse in the center that has the Zeppelin, and some warehouses on the outside because it's going to become very busy. The other thing I do is I double up the road around the warehouse to improve the traffic flow. And I will say that these factories will overwhelm this warehouse. And that's why you need multiple warehouses on the outside. This is my lumber area. With the lumber, it takes a long time for all the trees to grow. But I spread it out. You know, I'm going to spread it out over here. Is going to be the next patch of lumber. And I did it over here on this island. So what I did on this island was lumber, sand, water, etc. And then it brings it into other parts that need it. All of your towns need food. So over here I have the food supply for this town, and a few other agricultural needs such as cotton and I know that there's more, but maybe this particular one doesn't need it. So what you do is you would click over here and you would see what the food supply is. So you should be able to do the farmer's market easily. And I would say construction goods. This is the hardware store. From the hardware store, you can get this from a farm, that from the lumber mill farm. This probably, it says it produced at livestock farm. Sand, this is natural gas and oil. So a lot of this will come from directly adjacent. You can see that the cotton is right here, the rubber is right here, and it just goes right into the town, and it always keeps it packed. Over here you have the shops. So the other one is going to be hardware. No, not hardware. It's called construction. And actually these are not... Okay, so the simple ones go into hardware. Construction does require some refining. So then what I do is I will look here, and I will look, it says oil, it needs natural gas, and then I will go find the oil and natural gas, and I will deliver it to a warehouse, which is right here. See, it's called Thermal Port A, and it's called Port because it has a seaport, and this one is called B, and this one is called C. This one doesn't cover the entire... Oh, it does cover the entire city. You can see that the warehouse encompasses the entire town of Thermal. So all of the products that I need for Thermal, I send to this warehouse. They automatically go to all the shops. This is an example where I have coal coming out of these little coal mines. Coal can be used to make ink So I put the ink right next to the coal. Looking for another mine. I know where the other mines are. Got one up over here. This is another mining area. In fact, there's two. There's coal and iron. The iron can be used to make glass and steel. So over here you see that the coal and sand makes the glass, and the steel is from coal and iron. So because those resources are right here, I just put them right into making steel and right into making glass. And I built the sand right over here, so I got everything I need right here. And it goes out to all the factories. This warehouse is called State Export. And the reason why is because the State Export is right over here behind this building. So anything that goes to this warehouse can be easily exported out of state. Some of the canals, you can see that I built this here so that I could have the boat port. This is a lot of agricultural farmland, not enough to supply all of my needs. These are warehouses, vegetables, sugar, potatoes, fruit, olives, meat. The idea is, I'll look at this one, it says vegetables. I take vegetables from other parts of the map and I send them to this warehouse. So it has vegetables in it. And then I supply the factories over here from this warehouse. So this allows me to easily figure out where to send all my items to. Here's an example with rubber. I've got the farmland over here, which is the size of the warehouse. Obviously, I have some room to put some more rubber orchards. And these are the factories that use the rubber. They make tubes, spiral things, tires, etc. All comes out of here. This is oil from these little drills, and it's used to make plastic bottles and plastic forks. So this is the only place where I make forks, I think, and then the bottles are obviously sent where they're needed. This is a town called Holden Beach. This is where his food supply comes from. Comes from up here in the upper right, goes into Holden Beach through these warehouses. This is called the Holden Beach Port because it has the boat access, and this is just called Holden Beach. So I'm going to show you how to deliver a product. Got fish over here, and fish is really hard to find, but I'm going to show you what it looks like if I can find it. Okay, so it's very difficult to find. You're not going to be able to see it. And if you're playing the regular mode, it's going to be expensive to drop... Okay, there's a fish. It's going to be expensive to drop down a factory if you don't know where the fish are. But you can see that it's right there, swimming around. And if you can't see it, I apologize because of the way the game is. Check in your dark water. Now you can see the fish very clearly. I have not found the oil in the water yet, so I have no idea where it is. Okay, so we're going to show you an example of how to send a product. I'm going to go to this warehouse. I'm going to pick an item. Let's say it is dough. You want to send it to a factory, but you don't want to send it directly to the factory. These factories are within 40 tiles of the warehouse. So you got to go beyond 40 tiles. You see 328 tiles. So it looks like it's in this direction. I'm going to follow the arch. And it's going around this way. You can see that it's going to here, to the donuts. So the dough needs to go to this donut factory or any of these series. But you don't want to send it to each factory because it's going to send less units per truck. You want to send it to the warehouse because I believe a warehouse carries more units. It's more efficient. So you want to reach these factories. What you're going to do is click on the warehouse. This should be called something like Donut Factory. And then you want to use either air or boat or rail. Rail is difficult to build. And you want to click currently sending 1 unit so that it says currently waiting until full. It is possible to build a bridge just by drawing a road across, but you don't need to know that. So you do want to use the double roads because you can get a lot of traffic. So you can see that that's what the traffic is like. See, I've got busy traffic over here. I could easily fix this. By building a road like this. And then traffic will ease up on the other road. Here there's a lot of traffic. So one way I could do it is I guess I can't build a road over here. This would be hard to do. I'd have to destroy some buildings. You can see that I do have the ability to put a road in the back by taking out the berry field. I could build a road in the back here. Not a lot of traffic. I'm not going to worry about it. Here there's a lot of traffic. So there's a couple ways to fix it. One is to route the traffic going the other way around. You would just have it come in like this and then like that, and it will reroute the traffic. So you'll have 2 roads to get there. See, we got some heavy traffic over here also. These roads are already doubled. The only way you can fix this is by making it all one way and sending the traffic around the other way, but I've already doubled up the roads. See over here it says 99 trucks. This port has a 99 over here, thermal port B. That means that a lot of trucks are waiting to get out. It's taking too long for the trucks to get out. The only thing you can do is give them another road to get out. I'd have to move the rail or do a one-way road or move these goods to another warehouse without using trucks. See over here it says thermal port A, and it's using a boat instead of using trucks. So you go over here and you find some goods such as the wood and send it to a different warehouse using the hot air balloon, and then you'll have less congestion with the trucks because the trucks will instead start coming out over here. Over here, you can see where all the stores are. Okay, so that's a little bit about the game. That should be enough to get you started. This shows you that these are all cotton. This is all cattle. On the big map, you're going to need large plantations. These are the mega factories. This is all, over here is my automotive section. And you can switch factories if you want to turn this into a different, like, auto body or dashboard. You can switch them easily. Okay, so that's my video. If you want more tips, watch my other Rise of Industry videos. Or go to my forum, which is cheapbooks.cc, and don't forget to check out my book search engine, cheapbooks.com. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.